I'll show you how to use the Infer LUT functionality with Affinity Photo's LUT adjustment layer. So Infer LUT is basically a way of emulating the looks that we can achieve with typically phone apps like Instagram, for example, and in this case, NeonCam. In the NeonCam folder here, I have the top image, which is a photograph. I've done some editing to it, but this is essentially the original image, okay? And then the other images are versions where I've applied processing using NeonCam. So what Infer LUT will do is it will take the original image and compare it to one of the processed versions and work out the difference. And we can then take that tonal difference and apply it to other images. So in order for Infer LUT to work correctly, firstly, we need to make sure the dimensions of the two images we're comparing are identical. So notice as I click through here, the dimensions are the same. The easiest way to ensure this is when you save out your processed version within the app, also just take the processing off and save a copy of the original image you're working with as well. Also, we need to make sure the color space remains consistent across the images too. This is not typically a problem if we're saving out using an app because it will usually normalize to something like sRGB, so we don't typically have to worry about that. Okay, let's put this into practice. So I have my image in Affinity Photo, and I will go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and choose a LUT adjustment. And on the LUT dialog down here, I'll choose Infer LUT. So now I just need to browse to the original image, which is this one, with no processing applied, and click Open. Then I'll get a second file dialog, and this time I need to pick the processed version that I want to emulate. So I'll choose the bottom one, click Open, and then it will apply that same tonal look to this image. Now obviously, within context of this image, the effect is far too strong, so that is not a problem. We'll close the LUT dialog down, go across to the Layers panel, and we can just tweak the opacity of the LUT adjustment until we get a result that is suitable. So now we need to be able to reuse this look within other images. To do this, we can go to File and choose Export LUT. Okay, we'll just call this NeonCam for now. We'll leave the format as cube, drag the quality to the maximum, and then choose Export. Okay, let's just put this LUT on the desktop for now and call it NeonCam, and click Save. So then, if I move across to another image, once again, I will go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, add a LUT adjustment. This time I'll choose Load LUT, and we're going to load up that NeonCam LUT that we just created. So I'll click Open, and there we go. We've now achieved that same tonal look. Or have we? Something else that might catch you out is you have to be aware of the color space that your document is in. Now, this image was in sRGB, which is fine, but this image is actually in ROM RGB, so the result we're getting here is actually slightly different to what we might expect. To correct this, we can convert the color space of the document by going to Document and Convert Format /ICC Profile. And then we just want to find sRGB here and click Convert. And it's very subtle, but you'll notice there's a slight tonal difference there. And while we're here, let's just infer a LUT instead using, this time, something saved from Instagram. So here is my original image, and then I've got these two versions which I've saved out as well. Let's try and emulate this warmer looking tone here. So once again, I'll just pick the original image, click Open, and then I'll pick this processed version and click Open. And again, this is far too strong, for our tastes, so we can just change the opacity of the LUT here until we just get a nice tonal difference. Okay, and there we go, just a quick look at how to use the Infer LUT functionality.